of a wrecked wooden sky galleon lived a bear named Barnaby. If you've been here for a while with us, you know that we've come across Barnaby a lot. That's like a bestie bear at this point. Barnaby was an explorer bear with thick golden brown fur that caught the light like polished amber, and a sturdy leather aviator jacket lined with soft shearling wool. Barnaby was the short keeper of the upper winds. He didn't sail the skyways to fight monsters or hunt for buried treasure. His grand adventure was mapping the secret, peaceful air currents that allowed sleepy sky whales to glide safely through the night. Are you still keeping up with me? Good. In the center of his cabin sat a massive brass sky compass. It didn't point north. Its blue needle drifted gently toward the quietest, calmest pockets of air in the atmosphere. Every evening, Barnaby would adjust the brass dials. Click, whir, clack. Click, whir, clack. Click, whir, clack. He plotted pathways through the sunset on giant thick paper maps, using a charcoal pencil that made a soft scritch, 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 scritch sound against the parchment. And that is the end of chapter 1, not the story, obviously. That is the end of chapter 1. It is always the most uneventful chapter of the 3, but it's basically an introduction to our bear hero, Barnaby. Let's move now to chapter 2. Also, I'm sorry for the lip smacking sounds. I don't know, sometimes when I'm like swallowing, they just smack, especially with the mic's sensitivity. I'm sorry if that like bothers you. Chapter 2, The Horizon Drift. One evening, as the sky turned a deep, dusty violet, a tiny cloud falcon named Rip landed on Barnaby's leathered shoulder. Rip's feathers were made of soft white mist, and his little beak was warm. Barnaby, Rip chirped softly, his voice like the rustle of wind through dry leaves. The evening current is shifting. Yeah, that's shifting. A pod of baby sky whales needs to cross the great rift, but the breeze is too fast for them to sleep while they swim. Barnaby gave a firm, confident nod. He strapped on his leather goggles, grabbed his brass lantern, and stepped out onto the wooden gangplank of his island. He didn't need a noisy engine. He unreeled a massive sail made of lightweight woven silk. So cool. Whoosh below, hush, whoosh below, whoosh below, hush. That's like the sound swish, below, hush, catching the gentle updraft. Barnaby's ship drifted out into the open sky. The movement was so smooth it felt like sliding over velvet. Barnaby steered his ship into the fast wind, using his massive silk sail to break the strong gusts and turn the rough breeze into a slow, lazy river of air. I'm sorry, something really weird happened, a glitch or something. So I don't know where exactly we stopped, but let's continue. Barnaby steered his ship into the fast wind, using his massive silk sail to break the strong gusts and turn the rough breeze into a slow, lazy river of air. Behind his ship, the enormous dark shapes of the sky whales emerged from the clouds, singing low, humming lullabies as they coasted peacefully along the smooth air trail Barnaby had opened for them. And that is the end of chapter 2. Let's move now together to chapter 3, the final chapter. The anchor in the clouds. By the time the stars began to glitter like diamond dust across the black sky, the sky whales had safely crossed the great rift, drifting off into the deep clouds for their night's rest. Barnaby guided his ship back to his floating island. He dropped a heavy stone anchor into a deep bed of soft sky moss. The ship came to a complete, gentle stop, swaying just a fraction of an inch with the breathing of the world. Barnaby stepped back into his cozy wooden cabin. The adventure was finished for the day. The grand sky was mapped. The travelers were safe and the air was still. He unbuttoned his heavy leather jacket and hung it up. He climbed into his bed, a wide hammock woven from thick cotton ropes, piled high with down feather pillows and heavy wool blankets. As he settled into the center, the hammock cradled his big warm body, swaying ever so slightly in the calm night breeze. Sway, breathe, and still. Barnaby let out a long, happy sigh that puffed up his warm fur. His adventure had brought him right back to where he belonged. He closed his eyes, his mind drifting along the quiet sky paths, and fell into a deep, peaceful sleep under the silent stars. And that is the end, besties. I hope you enjoyed tonight's story.